Hello, this is Suhad Hadi, and we're at the 2011 Desert Foot Conference in Phoenix, Arizona. I have the distinct pleasure and privilege of meeting with Dr. Andrew Boulton while he's here. Dr. Boulton, nice. First of all, congratulations on delivering the first inaugural Paul Brand Memorial Lecture and on your award. So truly you are a world leader in the diabetic foot. And in knowing that, where would you say we are in treating the diabetic foot? Are we where we need to be, and where do we need to go?
I think we're doing better in terms of screening and prevention, but we're facing an epidemic of type 2 diabetes in this country and across the world, and the numbers are going to soar. So we really need to be prepared for much more diabetic foot problems in the future. Despite success, we'll be overwhelmed by the numbers of patients in future years. So I think we're doing better at prevention and screening, but the simple primary care message that all patients with diabetes, every time you see them, remove the shoes and socks and inspect their feet. If that happened, that would be a huge step forward in reducing foot problems, amputations and so on in people with diabetes.
So also, given your experience, do you feel we're on an equal playing field, a level playing field, at comparing the international level to where we are nationally?
I think that the level of care and screening here is pretty similar to that in European countries and probably also in Australasia. I've just on this trip been in both Ethiopia and India doing a lot of teaching, and of course in developing countries there's a long way to go, but in India, where we've learned a lot about how to look after the diabetic foot from leprosy, for example, as I always say, they always say, what can we learn from you? And I say, well, we've learned from you because you've taught us how to look after the diabetic foot from your experience in leprosy. So I think although there are parts, of course, in Africa, sub-Saharan African countries and in India, in other developing countries, that there is a lot of room for progress. Huge progress has been made there, probably more than has been made in Western countries, because we were at a pretty reasonable level, but we've still got a long way to go up.
If you had to leave everybody with one message, what would that message be?
I would take the words of Dr. Paul Brand that I quoted today when he was lecturing to a large and august body of American physicians and surgeons many years ago. And one asked him, what's the most important thing we can do to reduce amputations and diabetes? They were probably expecting some new test, x-ray, some kind of screening, ultrasound, and he said no. The most important thing to do to reduce amputations and diabetes is every time you see a patient with diabetes, remove the shoes and socks and inspect their feet. If we don't do that, if we see the patient every few months, can we honestly expect our patients to do that every day and check their feet?
We are. It's very true. We're eternal learners, and we're eternally grateful for all the work you've done in this arena. Thank you very much. Thank you.